The idea that Africa might be God's chosen continent is a profound one. It is a question that sparks immediate curiosity and often vigorous debate. Why does this question even surface in our global conversations? Perhaps it stems from Africa's ancient spiritual roots, its undeniable position as the cradle of humanity. This inquiry is not necessarily about a literal signed decree from a divine entity. Instead, it is about acknowledging a unique spiritual depth and a historical significance that resonates deeply. This question truly matters. It challenges us to look beyond the easy, often superficial narratives presented about the continent. It encourages a necessary re-evaluation of Africa's place, prompting a more profound understanding of its soul. To even pose such a question pushes against long-established global norms. It forces a direct confrontation with our preconceived notions, the subtle and overt biases that many hold. For many centuries, narratives crafted outside the continent have dominated the world's understanding of Africa. These narratives have often painted Africa in simplistic, frequently negative, and incomplete terms. To consider Africa as potentially chosen is, in a way, to reclaim a sense of intrinsic importance and narrative agency. It is a powerful invitation to explore the immense spiritual, cultural, and historical wealth. This wealth has too often been overlooked, ignored, or deliberately obscured by those who told Africa's story for it. Such an exploration is vital for achieving a balanced and honest global perspective. This exploration, let me be clear, is not about asserting a hierarchy of continents or claiming superiority. That would be to fall into the old traps of division. Rather, it is about recognizing and acknowledging a special significance, a unique and often arduous journey that the continent and its peoples have navigated. Africa has endured immense challenges, unimaginable pain and exploitation, yet its collective spirit remains incredibly vibrant, creative, and deeply resilient. Could this remarkable endurance, this seemingly bottomless well of humanity and forgiveness, be indicative of a particular destiny or a unique purpose in the grand scheme of things? The question matters because it creates a valuable space for dialogue about Africa's distinct contributions to the human story, past, present, and indeed the future. Ultimately, whether one subscribes to a literal interpretation of chosenness or views it as a metaphor, the question serves an incredibly powerful purpose. It compels each of us to examine Africa with fresh eyes, with a renewed sense of wonder, and with the deep respect it deserves. It invites us to learn with open minds about its profound and diverse spiritual traditions, its ancient and often unheralded wisdom, and its enduring multifaceted creativity. The true importance of this question lies in the journey of discovery that it can initiate for so many. It is a clear call to appreciate the continent not merely for its future potential, but for its inherent timeless value to the unfolding story of all humankind. Many people across the globe form their understanding of Africa through a very narrow, often distorted lens. This lens is frequently shaped by international media coverage. Such coverage, as we often see, tends to focus disproportionately on stories of desperate poverty, widespread conflict, and devastating disease. These are without doubt real and serious challenges that demand attention and action. However, these challenges do not and should not represent the entirety of the complex African experience. This highly selective form of storytelling creates and perpetuates damaging misconceptions. It paints a monolithic picture of a continent perpetually in need, consistently overlooking its abundant strengths, its dynamic innovations, and its everyday joyous vibrancy. It is the danger of the single story, writ large. These pervasive misconceptions about Africa are rarely accidental. They are often perpetuated, sometimes unconsciously, due to ingrained biases, other times with a more deliberate, though perhaps unacknowledged, intent. The constant, relentless stream of negative imagery effectively overshadows the continent's incredible diversity and its many successes. This narrative conveniently hides the bustling modern cities, the irrepressible, innovative spirit of its youth, the rich and colorful cultural festivals that animate its communities, and the breathtaking, varied, natural beauty that graces its lands. We must, therefore, actively seek out alternative narratives. We must consciously challenge the dominant, simplistic story that reduces an entire, vast continent to a mere collection of problems. There's infinitely more to see, so much more to understand. The term dark continent is a particularly egregious and telling example of this deeply skewed perception. This derogatory phrase was coined many years ago by Western explorers and colonialists. It was intended to imply that Africa was largely unknown, inherently mysterious, and perhaps even inherently savage or uncivilized. It suggested a vast landmass devoid of its own internal light, its own rich history, its own sophisticated systems of knowledge. But this label was and continues to be profoundly misleading and deeply offensive. It served more to justify colonial ambitions and exploitation than to accurately describe any African reality. Africa was never dark. Its light was simply, for a long and consequential time, willfully ignored or deliberately extinguished in the Western imagination. To truly begin to understand Africa, we must make a conscious effort to look beyond these outdated, offensive, and harmful labels. We must actively work to dismantle the pervasive stereotypes that have been meticulously built up and reinforced over many generations. This crucial work means earnestly seeking out African voices, listening to African stories told by Africans themselves, and engaging with diverse African perspectives. It means internalizing the fundamental truth that Africa is not a monolith. It is not one single country. It is a vast and varied continent home to 54 distinct nations, each with its own unique history, its own contemporary complexities, its own challenges, and its own remarkable triumphs. Unveiling this true multifaceted narrative is absolutely essential. Africa's history is not a marginal note in the annals of the world. It is a foundational chapter, a cornerstone of the entire human story. Long before many other regions of the globe had developed what we now recognize as complex societies, Africa was already home to highly advanced and influential civilizations. We must think of ancient Kemet, known to many as Egypt, with its awe-inspiring pyramids that pierce the sky, its sophisticated understanding of mathematics and astronomy, and its profound and intricate spiritual systems. The fertile Nile Valley cradled a vibrant culture that significantly shaped the trajectory of the ancient world. This enduring legacy is not merely a collection of ancient ruins for tourists. It stands as a powerful testament to enduring human ingenuity, creativity, and profound intellectual power. Yet, Kemet was not the sole beacon of civilization on the continent. Its light shone among many others. We should consider the powerful and wealthy kingdom of Mali in West Africa, for instance. Its most famous emperor, Mansa Musa, was renowned across the known world for his almost unimaginable wealth and his historic pilgrimage to Mecca. This journey spectacularly showcased the kingdom's immense grandeur, its sophisticated organization, and its far-reaching influence. There was also the civilization of Great Zimbabwe in the southern part of the continent, with its impressive and enigmatic stone structures that still puzzle and fascinate. And we must not forget the Aksumite Empire in the Horn of Africa, a major trading power that connected Africa with Asia and the Mediterranean world. These empires, and countless others, demonstrate a rich, complex tapestry of governance, extensive trade networks, and remarkable cultural achievement that spans many millennia. This extraordinary historical depth is perfectly matched by an equally incredible and vibrant cultural diversity that continues to thrive today. Africa is a continent where literally thousands of distinct languages whisper ancient wisdom while simultaneously articulating modern dreams and future aspirations. It is currently estimated that over 2,000 unique languages are spoken across its vast and varied lands, from the deserts of the Sahara to the rainforests of the Congo. Each individual language carries within its structure and vocabulary a unique worldview, a precious repository of cultural knowledge passed down through generations, and a distinct, nuanced way of understanding and navigating the complex human experience. This immense linguistic richness is an invaluable global treasure, beautifully reflecting the continent's deep and multifaceted human landscape. Alongside this stunning linguistic diversity, Africa is also home to more than 3,000 distinct ethnic groups, each contributing to the continent's vibrant social fabric. Each of these groups possesses its own unique set of traditions, its specific custom, its particular art forms, its characteristic music, and its deeply held belief systems. Consider, for example, the pastoral Maasai people of East Africa, instantly recognizable for their striking red shukas and their profound symbiotic connection to the land and their cattle. Or think of the intricate and globally influential artistic traditions of the Yoruba people in West Africa, whose sculptures and spiritual beliefs have resonated far beyond their original homelands. Celebrating this immense diversity is absolutely key. It allows us to move beyond simplistic, often harmful generalizations and to truly appreciate the intricate complexity and profound beauty of Africa's myriad cultures. Africa's contributions to the global stage are undeniably vast, profoundly significant, yet often tragically understated or overlooked. The continent is blessed with an extraordinary abundance of valuable natural resources, a wealth that lies both beneath its soil and within its diverse ecosystems. Precious gold, glittering diamonds, essential coltan vital for our modern electronics, crude oil, and vast tracts of fertile agricultural land are just some of the many treasures found across Africa. These varied resources have for centuries fueled global economies and powered industrial revolutions in other parts of the world. However, it is a painful truth that the substantial benefits derived from these resources have often not fully returned to the continent or its people. Recognizing this historical and ongoing contribution is crucial. Beyond these valuable raw materials, Africa has also been a significant source of intellectual, scientific, and technological innovation throughout history. The ancient Egyptians, for example, developed highly advanced systems of mathematics, precise astronomical charts, and sophisticated architectural techniques that continue to inspire awe and wonder even today. Across the continent, various African societies independently develop sophisticated agricultural practices perfectly adapted to their local environments, unique medical knowledge including herbal remedies and surgical procedures, and diverse expressive artistic traditions. In our contemporary era, a new generation of African entrepreneurs, dedicated scientists, and creative innovators are making their indelible mark in diverse fields. These range from groundbreaking mobile technology and fintech solutions to sustainable renewable energy projects, showcasing a continent brimming with brilliant minds. The remarkable story of Rwanda's recent transformation offers a particularly powerful and moving testament to Africa's profound capacity for deep resilience and meaningful renewal. After enduring one of the most horrific and devastating genocides in recent human history in 1994, a period of unimaginable loss and trauma, the nation embarked on an arduous but determined journey of healing, reconciliation, and comprehensive rebuilding. Rwanda has since, through extraordinary effort and vision, transformed itself into a widely recognized model of stability, impressive economic growth, and notable technological advancement in many critical regards. Its unwavering focus on fostering national unity, promoting good governance, encouraging innovation, and actively attracting foreign investment has created a tangible beacon of hope. This inspiring transformation is not just a Rwandan story, it is an African story. In concluding this reflection, Africa's multifaceted significance is truly undeniable and extends far beyond common, often negative stereotypes. Its incredibly rich and ancient history, its breathtaking cultural diversity that enriches our world, its abundant natural and human resources, and its people's remarkable unwavering resilience collectively make a compelling and undeniable case for its global importance. Perhaps the central question is not whether Africa is chosen by some distant deity, but rather whether we as a global community will finally choose to fully recognize, genuinely appreciate, and respectfully engage with its profound and enduring value. It is well past time to move beyond outdated colonial era stereotypes. We must engage with the continent on its own terms, celebrating its myriad contributions and acknowledging its vital, indispensable role in our shared human story.